Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie, I'm back again, and welcome to, I guess you can call this the last of the GoBots reviews, for right now at least, because, well, technically this guy isn't a GoBot, but he was in a movie that was crossing over with the GoBots, and he was made by Tonka, the same company who made the GoBots, or at least important. The real company was Bandai and Popey, but I'm going to be talking about a Rock Lords figure. Now, before I say this guy's name, what are the Rock Lords? Well, basically that GoBots and Transformers, except their vehicle modes, are freaking rocks and stones and all that. I mean, that's just hilarious. I mean, just imagine asking for like a Transformer for Christmas of 1986, or like whenever this came out, and you get this. It's a freaking Boulder. Speaking of which, that's his name. Yep, this guy is named Boulder. So yeah, the Rock Lords are pretty much just a bunch of dudes who turn into rocks and stones, and a few of them even transform into transparent jewels, and there's even like a combiner that was a huge dinosaur fossil. So yeah. So let's just have a look at Boulder here. I mean, the 360 detail thing is going to be rather brief because it's just a bunch of rock detailing. From what I can remember, this is a huge boulder of tungsten. From what I can remember, like from other guys reviewing this. So yeah, you can pretty much see the panel lines. You can see how he transforms. And well, I mean, that's pretty much. Yeah, there's nothing to say about this mode aside from it's just a huge rock. I mean, it can roll if you want it to. So it can be like a bowling ball. It can spin like crazy. No, stop. Stop. Thank you. And if you want to, I guess if you want to throw this at someone, then I ain't stopping you. Just not my fault if you get arrested, though. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the rock mode. So let's go on with the transformation. Now, you can pretty much see how it's going to work with all these panel lines. So we split the rock in half, and we just move that down. We take these bits, and they form his feet. We'll take the top, and this will fall back to expose his head, which I will show last because his head's rather unique. We'll take these bits, fold them out, and they form arms. And are you ready to see his head? Are ya? That is his head. I'll get to that soon, but for now, let's just have a look at this guy all around. Here we see a lot of flesh tone colors, like on his arms here, and especially his head. So yeah, let's just address the elephant in the room here. That legit looks like a human's head, just with fully blue eyes. Yeah, that looks like a human wearing like a helmet. And with all the flesh tone arms and even the flesh tone stuff at the back, this just looks like a human infused with a rock. So yeah. Oh, bless me. Anyways. So yeah, this guy looks like a human wearing a rock-themed costume with the head and the rock and the flesh tones. Now, for articulation, well, the head can actually move, so we finally have a figure who can move his head. He's got elbows. That's more than most GoBots have. He can legit T-pose. He can curl up his elbow for the transformation. He can move his leg back so far. He can't do the splits, but he can move his feet, so if you want to get this guy into some poses, unlike most other GoBots, you can actually get this guy into some poses. So instead of just the usual put the hand up to salute and that's it, shite, this guy can look like he's about to punch Magmar in the face. Magmar being the main villain. Because this guy was actually the leader of the good Rock Lords. There was no name. Like, the factions didn't have names. It wasn't Autobots and Decepticons or Guardians and Renegades. It was just good Rock Lords and evil Rock Lords. Like, we could have had, like, I don't know, the Stone Warriors versus the Flame Warriors or something, but no, they just called it good and evil. Kind of like when the GoBots line first started, they just called the factions friendly and enemy. But yeah, this guy was the leader of the heroic guys, and from what I can remember, the other good guys were a small little yellow guy named Nugget, who was pretty much Bumblebee. This guy obviously being Optimus. A huge tough guy named Granite, pretty much Ironhide. And a female transparent character who turns into a jewel named Solitaire. And that's all the ones I remember right now, at least. There were other series, but I can't remember them that well. Because unlike Transformers and GoBots, Rock Lords has never had a reinvention. We haven't had any modern toys of the characters. We haven't had any modern comics like what the GoBots had. I don't think these guys even had special Transformers bodies in the Renegade Rhetoric page. Because come on, can you think of a Transformers character that turns into a sphere? I mean, it's a few, like some of the RID Deploy and mini-cons and like. So there are Transformers who have sphere vehicle modes, but nah, there's never been another Transformer with a rock for a vehicle mode, because that's just because at least with the GoBots they had actual vehicle modes like jets and tanks and trucks and motorcycles, but these guys, they're just bloody rocks. They're freaking bits of landscape. You can find rocks all over your town. Like, say I was to go outside and, I don't know, walk around my town, I could find rocks everywhere and they're free. But yeah, I just don't see the point of a rock for an alternate mode. That's like, I mean, the only time I would ever think that there would be a rock transformer is in the BotBots toy line. But even then, it'll be like a little chibi animal or something instead of this little human guy. But yeah, pretty much that's all I have to say about Boulder. Do I recommend him? Once again, if you're an 80s fan or you want this guy. I mean, I think this guy's cool, more of his articulation. But I find the alternate mode absolutely bloody ridiculous. Plus, the fact that he looks like a human in a rock-themed outfit, that's a bit weird in my opinion. So, yeah. At least, while this guy has articulation and he looks cool, well, that basically looks cool, the fact that he's got a rock for a vehicle mode and the fact that he's got a human head could be rather creepy and weird. So yeah, only get this guy if you really feel like it. So, that has been my review on the Rock Lord's Boulder figure. And this is Charlie Young, signing off. And before I finish recording, just so you know, there's going to be no new videos on the weekend, because I just want a break from this entire GoBots marathon. Okay? Goodbye.